All right, we're back, everyone. You know, it's always good to have someone on your side, you know, rooting for you and challenging you. Sometimes the best person to give you a little push is your sibling. Well, that's just what happened when two writers who happen to be sisters challenged each other. Our friend VJ Hyman and the author of Day Zero is here this morning, along with her sister and author, L.A. Story. Ladies, thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
VJ, good to have you back. You were here about a month or so ago.
Yeah, it's about a month.
With the book. And so now you told us a little bit during our conversation that this actually happened because of a challenge with your sister.
Yes.
So tell us about that, how it all came to be.
Well, we had both been writing for a long time. She's older than I am. So she's been writing longer than I have.
She says, yes, I'm the older, wiser sister.
She actually, and she's the oldest sister. I'm the youngest out of 4 girls.
Oh,
so
wow.
the oldest and youngest. We have 2 sisters in between us. But I challenged her. Neither one of us were getting much headway in our creative endeavors of trying to get a book done. So I challenged her and said, okay, November is National Write a Novel in a Month Write a Novel in a Month
book. There you go.
Yeah,
NaNoWriMo for short.
Yeah, NaNoWriMo, which sounds silly, but it works.
Okay.
And so continue on.
And so she knew it's something that she wanted to do. I had tried NaNoWriMo a while back. I have been writing a long time and had short stories, poetry. I've always wanted to do a novel. Never. It takes a lot of stamina. It's a lot of work to finish a novel.
Well, did you already have an idea for a novel in your head when she came to you and said, let's do this together?
We both did. I mean, I've had a lot of them, so has she. And it's just, but finishing it is a whole other issue. And so she knew on her own. That's what she told me. She said she knew on her own that she would have a difficult time, and I knew I couldn't. But writing it in 1 month, we both work day jobs, and so.
So this came down to really some sibling competition, didn't it?
And we also put it on social media, so everybody
we were accountable.
We
had to finish it. We were doing the word count because according to NaNoWriMo, their official word count is 50,000 words. Once you hit that, you know, you've got your first draft. And so we were posting, and she'd send me text messages, I've gotten this far, how far have you gotten? And it ended up being kind of encouragement more than competition, because I would see that, oh my goodness, she's gotten 3,000 words ahead of me. You know, it's like, I've got to get to work.
I don't know,
and
that
she's
sounds
like
competition to me, Ella.
So she's like, you can do it.
Yeah, notice hers is thicker than mine. So
And here's your finished product. It's The Gifted. Tell us about this novel.
Well, it is a supernatural fantasy, kind of falls into that genre. It also is a romance. So we've got a second grade
A good story has to have some romance, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, if anything I write is probably going to have some kind of romance in it. But the Rachel Hannah is a second grade teacher living in a small town, lives an ordinary life, and this mysterious man named Sage Waldron blows into town, and she just falls head over heels in love with him, whirlwind romance. What she doesn't know is he's actually an adversary, and she is his mission. And so she ends up getting caught up in this war between the adversaries and the healers. So good against evil.
That's a common theme for a good book. Well, you know, I often wonder when writers sit down to, you know, you have this idea in your head, how do you get it to come into a story that's going to captivate people, though? I mean, you've got these ideas, you kind of know what you want to say, but you got to make it interesting.
That takes practice. For her, it's easier probably than most people, because I already organize my thoughts in that way. You know, my degree is in English and stuff, and so I've always messed around with words. But she has a screenwriting background, and so she already sees things in scenes. And so she was able to make that transition from screenwriter to novelist really easily. But I think if you have an idea, you know, put it down, you know, make an outline of how to get from point A to point B so that you can complete the work and fill in the blanks. Don't fall so in love with your idea that you don't make sure you've covered everything.
You've gotten some reviews coming in already. How are people receiving the book so far?
So far, verbally, they say they love it. They can't wait for the second one. I have a second one coming out in January, and it's called Criers. And but she's actually had them put them up publicly. I'm still waiting on that. Mine's still kind of new. So, but yeah, I've had a lot of, I have had some on Facebook. Some Facebook comments.
And out just over a month. So how can people get The Gifted?
They can go to Amazon.com and look up The Gifted by L.A. Story, and it's available in, obviously, paperback and digital. And we're thinking about audio eventually. And
And then you can also take the ISBN if you like going into a bookstore. Take the ISBN to a bookstore, and then they can order it for you and have it shipped to that bookstore, because all bookstores can do that.
Now, I know, BJ, when you were here before, and because you've got that screenwriting background, you had talked about, you could see in the long run a movie. You could see this very easily as a movie.
Very
Are you
much so.
thinking the same way, LA, with yours?
I think I do. I think she and I, in a lot of ways, think a lot alike. That's why we enjoy playing ideas off of each other. I don't know that I would have the knack for screenwriting she does, but I see things similar in scenes the way that she does. So,
and remember, you can also, of course, get Day Zero in those same venues, Amazon.com. Also, you you said take the number, take it into the bookstore. Now, that people can come meet y'all, though, we want to let them know that later this month there's a book signing, right?
Yeah, we've got a book signing. It's July 26th. It's a Sunday at Corinth. It's the Corinth Artists Guild Gallery. It's a long name. Corinth Artists Guild Gallery from 2 to 4. It's on a Sunday. But then also, as a promotion that we're doing along with our interview here, if you have like a Kindle or a smartphone or anything, you can buy the book digitally. Both of our books are going to be for sale for 99 cents
for 5 days.
5 days, Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay.
So, and one thing we ask, please review.
Please review. And
please
Put up a review.
That's a very, and I am a person who relies on reviews when I am when I'm purchasing things or when I'm getting ideas about things. So reviews are important, and you want to know what people think.
Exactly.
Truthfully, what they think. All right. Again, that book signing is going to be on the 26th of July at the Corinth Artists Guild Gallery, 2 to 4 p.m. Come meet these sisters who both have books. It's fantastic, ladies. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Good luck with everything.